what is that? Which are the ingredients for that? Eh? Able to understood now. Now next one is race for
This was not complete.
huh?
There is one paragraph left.
One paragraph.
In our textbook.
What is that?
Do we read for the
Ah.
this entire paragraph. Some other countries of world like Germany, Italy, Russia, and Japan also wanted to increase their sphere of influence and create their colonies in Asia and Africa. These colonies were essential for their progress as they could provide raw materials to their industries and markets for their finished products. Besides acquiring colonies would add to the power and prestige of these countries.
So this point also to underline. Acquiring colonies would add to power and prestige of these countries. Are you underlining this point? No. Next.
Clash of interest among these countries. The European powers began to scramble for expanding their economic and political empire.
This also. European powers began to scramble for expanding their economic and political empire. Then.
Thus, aggressive nationalism and fierce economic competition filled the atmosphere with fear, apprehension, mutual hatred, and international tension.
This point is also very important.
Convinced that international problems could only be solved through militarism.
So there was an atmosphere of fear, then apprehension. What will happen? That kind of condition, mutual hatred, and international tension. All these conditions together helped in creating a condition for war. So people were suspicious of each other. They were afraid of each other, and there was tension. All these are the factors. Thank you. So, first part is clear to you, imperialism and nationalism. Now let us see, then afterwards I will tell you to read, we have to understand the condition of race for armaments. See, when there was fear, then mutual suspicion, then there was a kind of tension. This situation led to make some kind of weapons for safety as well as to attack other countries. Now, this kind of smaller acquisition of weapons led to a mad race for armaments, weapons. Now, each country tried to amass as many weapons as they can. One to counter the other country's weapon or to show their power. So these powers, that means European powers started amassing weapons, and that led to mad race for weapons. And when they had these weapons, they wanted to test their capacity. If they have this particular weapon in their hand, how much the attacking capacity it is having, they wanted to test. That led to the race for armaments. Here also we will get to some more points. Read.
The mad race for armaments, which began soon after the Franco-Prussian War, was one of the reasons which led to the First World War.
So what was that? Franco-Prussian War. France and Prussia.
Every major power began stockpiling armaments in the name of self-defense and preservation of peace. As
So for what name or what purpose they were acquiring weapons? Self-defense and preservation of peace.
As a result, if one country increased its armaments, the other countries were compelled to do the same. It filled the atmosphere with fear, apprehension, and mutual hatred. In order to protect her colonies in Africa and a few islands in the Pacific, Germany began to build a powerful navy with a view to achieving parity with Britain. By 1914, Germany had left Britain and France far behind in the production of iron and steel and in many other manufacturers.
So first is that it wanted to start building that powerful navy, and leave behind that other countries in leave behind Britain, means it emerged as the first naval power. Okay. Second is that iron and steel industry and other manufacturers also Germany began to lead. Okay.
The Germans dug the Kiel Canal deeper so that battleships could enter its waters. Britain and France were concerned with Germany's growing military strength. This led to a fierce competition among the European countries and gave rise to the race for armaments.
See, this one you have to underline. One of his ships, the Imperator, built in 1912, was the largest in the world. Hmm? Have you answered?
Yeah.
Repeat. Imperator. Hmm. Next is that a Kiel Canal was deepened. We know that through canal, merchant ships and warships cannot pass through. So, in order to allow that ships to pass through, the Kiel Canal was deepened, and they started making submarines and U-boats. So, this all increased the military strength of Germany. Once it had this strength, it wanted to test that the power of this. Second point is clear, Yogesh? Now third, division of Europe into two groups. Now, in 1882, one alliance was formed. It consists of Germany,
Hungary and Austria.
Austria-Hungary was together at that time. And along with that, which country was joined? Italy.
No, so it was only Germany, Austria, and Hungary. And yeah, and Italy joined the alliance.
Italy joined the alliance in 1882 or 1887.
1882.
Correct. Now, along with that, later this Ottoman Empire also joined later. It was so in this time only three countries were there.
So Germany is one, Italy is one, and Austria and Hungary both are considered as one.
One.
That's why
Austria,
it's
Hungary. So this alliance was known as Triple Alliance, no?
Yeah.
Triple Alliance. Which were the parties in the Triple Alliance? Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy. It was formed in 1882. Got it? Now, in 1907, I think so, if I write this things. 1907.
Yeah.
In order to counter that, Britain, France, and Russia joined an alliance. That alliance was known as Triple Entente. Later, Japan joined with it. Clear? One is Germany, Austria, Hungary, and Italy. that in 1882 they formed an alliance called a Triple Alliance. Huh? During the wartime only Ottoman Empire joined. Now, 1907, Britain, France and Russia formed an alliance. Later Japan joined it. And this alliance was known as Triple Entente. Triple P is not, double P is not there or not. Now, when the war started, this triple alliance known as Central Powers, when one more country joined with it. No. And this one known as Allied Powers. See, when more countries are joined, it is no more three countries. So that is why it is the name into Central Powers and Allied Powers. Got it?
Yeah. Can you read it once?
That is why, no, I am telling. I'm telling him too. Because your turn also.
Yeah.
Slowly, eh?
Division of Europe into two hostile groups. There were two kinds of states in Europe in the early 20th century. One of the hand but on the one hand, there were single nation states like France, Poland, and Germany whose national identities were based on their common language and tradition. On the other, there were independent states like the Austria-Hungarian Empire and the Russian Empire. The Austria-Hungarian Empire was ruled by the Habsburg dynasty of Austria and included in its territory Hungarian, Serb, Bosnian, and Croat population who spoke different languages and had different cultural traditions. Germany entered into an alliance with Austria-Hungary. In 1880-82, Italy joined the alliance and it came to be known as the Triple Alliance.
See. In short, you just write and keep pencil or something in your textbook, so that will be easy for you.
After the death of Bismarck, France was able to establish friendly relations with Russia and India. The Russian Empire included territories populated by Polish, Ukrainian, Turkish, and Mongol populations. The three countries entered into the Triple Entente in 1907 to counter the Triple Alliance. Later, Japan joined the Triple Entente. Thus, Europe was divided into two hostile countries. Britain had created a vast British Empire.
Okay. Over. What is your
Triple Alliance 1882. In that there was Germany,
Austria-Hungary
and
Italy.
And it was an Ottoman Empire.
Ottoman Empire, when first word was started, that time it was.
So now like that also in it.
You just, then only it was known as Central. Okay. Triple Alliance, later known as Central Powers.
After Ottoman Empire.
Not only Ottoman Empire, some more countries joined.
That we have to learn which country.
No. Ottoman Empire is just right because it was the very important. You studied about the Khilafat movement and all, no?
Britain had created a vast British Empire.
Now more is that point.
Yeah, one.
Okay,
Britain had created a vast British Empire by acquiring colonies in Asia and Africa. It grew rich from its success in trade and foreign resources, markets, territories, and people. Other countries of the world like Germany, the Netherlands, Italy, and the USA too wanted to acquire colonies in Asia and Africa. Yeah? What is Africa? Africa? Yeah.
Africa.
This led to a scramble for colonies and therefore rivalries and wars. Rivalries between nations happened not just for colonies, but for colonial trade and trade routes as well. These rivalries created suspicion, tension, and wars, which finally culminated in the First World War.
Got it clear? See, first two groups were there. That is Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy together known as Triple Alliance. Another group was formed in 1907 because the expansionist policy was to be completed. They wanted to scramble for colonies. They wanted to acquire more as much colonies as they can in Asia, Africa, and all. So that is why another alliance was formed in 1907 that was known as Triple Entente. Then these rivalries were increasing. Finally, it entered into a war. That war time, more countries joined either sides. For example, Ottoman Empire joined the side of Triple Alliance, and Japan joined the side of Triple Entente. So it renamed that group. Triple Alliance came to be known as Central Powers, and the other group was known as Allied Powers. I think that is also there, no? That
But
one.
no, not now. It's not
No.
like
Later, maybe. Yes, next Sarajevo crisis only. It is also mentioned. Okay, this point is clear. Shall we move to the next point? Yes. Okay, if you want, then you just go through.
my
Right. Now we come to, there were so many other courses. Balkan problem was also another course. But we are learning only 4 courses now. And the immediate course, normally it used to repeat in the question paper. What was the incident that led to First World War? So that is why it is known as immediate course also, or Sarajevo murder case, no?
Sarajevo crisis.
Sarajevo crisis. Actually, it is a murder case. What happened? You tell now.
Okay.
This Sarajevo was the capital of Bosnia. We have earlier seen that there was some kind of misunderstanding, that type of clashes in the Balkan area. So, Serbia wanted to get control over the other regions. All these things we have learned. Just I have told you. Now, what happened there? In Serbia, there were some terrorist group or militant groups. One of such group was known as Black Hand. No? Black Hand or Union of Death.
So both of them is one society only.
Yes. Serbia, that is we know that in almost all the countries such groups are there. They were interested in doing some kind of work to fulfill the goal. They were not having the support of the government. We know that when Indian nationalism was going on also, some kind of groups were there. They were doing their activities independently. They were not part of the national struggle. So the same way, this Black Hand or Union of Death, they were involved in a murder. Who was murdered? The Austrian crown prince, Francis Ferdinand. And his wife, in your textbook there is a picture given. The incident's picture is given. Sometimes you will get such a question to identify what incident it is. Have you seen textbook that?
Yeah.
So they were traveling and on their way in Sarajevo, this people were killed. As the hands of this group were suspected, the country Austria blamed Serbia for this matter. Actually, Serbia was not involved, but this group were suspected for that murder, and naturally, the country these people belong was Serbia. So, Austria suspected Serbia for this murder and given an ultimatum to Serbia. That was the beginning. That is, ultimatum was given, and Serbia was ready to accept some of the conditions of that ultimatum. But as they did not, it happened on June 28.
Do you have to remember this day?
Yes, because the First World War was started on July 28. So that is why it's always better to remember that.
August 1, 1914, Germany declared war on Russia. And
Not
August
all
5.
those days, but the actual beginning of this one have started with the declaration of war.
Can you tell which dates?
Yes,
Remember when
yes. But first let us complete.
Yeah, why we do the chapter?
Francis Ferdinand and his wife were murdered at which place? Sarajevo, the capital of Bosnia. Okay, so directly Serbia's name is not at all coming, but as the group's hand is suspected behind the murder, Serbia was suspected for this. Clear? Now, which country was suspected for this assassination? Serbia. Now, Austria gave an ultimatum to Serbia. The ultimatum was given on July 24th, and Serbia was ready to accept some of the terms, but as all the terms and conditions were not accepted, because some of the terms are against the integrity, that is sovereignty of the country. So that is why they did not accept that particular term. So if it is against the country's sovereignty, how the country will accept? So Austria declared war on Serbia on 28th July 1940. Clear? The dates chronologically I'll tell you. Okay, this was the first incident. And Serbia was having the support from other countries, which was the country that Russia started preparation for war to support Serbia. So the first one I am just giving like that. Austria against Serbia on 28th July 1940. Now, second is that Russia declared war on
Germany declared war on Russia.
Germany against Russia because Russia was in favor of Serbia. Indirectly, Russia was supporting Serbia. That is why Germany declared war on Russia on August 1st, 1940. Okay. Then Germany declared war on France on August 3rd.
August 4th.
August 3rd. 3rd August. Then German armies, third only, no? Third only. German armies you just observe that map once, 1 second. Okay. So then you will understand the location and its importance. See, this country, Belgium, was a neutral country. It was not with that France or any other power. It was a neutral country. Now the German armies entered through Belgium to attack France. Okay. Now France was attacked. This one, which day? This is what 4th. You told about. That is Belgium. They entered through Belgium. Now this much happened. So France, the friend, which country? Britain, declared war on Germany. Okay. So Britain or England declared war on Germany. Why England declared war? Because Germany declared war on Russia. They were the ally of Britain. Germany declared war on France, which was an ally of Britain. So, and it entered, its armies entered through Belgium to press on France. So, it is inevitable for Britain to enter into. Clear? This much was the beginning. You just read.
Archduke Francis Ferdinand, the heir to the throne of Austria-Hungary, was assassinated at Sarajevo, capital of Bosnia, on June 28, 1914. The assassination was organized by a secret society called Black Hand or Union of Death, formed by extremist Serbian nationalists whose aim was to unite all Serbians into a single Serbian state. Austria served an ultimatum in Serbia on July 23, making 11 demands. Serbia accepted most of the demands except those that would have led to the loss of her sovereignty. Austria declared war on Serbia on July 28, 1914. Russia started preparation for a war to support Serbia. On August 1, 1914, Germany declared war on Russia. And on August 3, on France, German troops marched into Belgium to press on to France on August 4, and on the same day, Britain declared war on Germany. Many other countries soon entered the war. Japan declared war on Germany to capture German colonies in the Far East. Turkey and Bulgaria joined the side of Germany. Italy remained neutral for some time, but joined the war against Germany in 1915, breaking the Triple Alliance. Britain, France, Russia, and their allies were called the Allied Powers, while Germany, Austria, and their allies were called the Central Powers. The war was fought in many different areas called fronts. There was a Western Front between Germany and Northern France, and an Eastern Front between Germany and the Russian forces. There was fighting at sea and in the Middle East where the Allied powers attacked the Ottoman Empire.
Clear? Why it turned into central power and allied powers? That I have told you about that Ottoman Empire joined the side, Japan joined the side.
Britain is against Germany.
Ah.
Germany is against Russia and France.
Hmm.
So Britain, Russia and France, they are the Triple Alliance. Along with Triple Alliance.
Britain, France, and Russia total and
Okay, yeah.
now Japan joined them. You just think this one. Triple Alliance was the first group, 1882.
Austria, Hungary and Germany were together.
Austria, Hungary, Germany, and Italy together.
Yeah, but during the war,
Ah.
Austria and Germany were together because Germany was supporting Austria. But now Italy came out of the Triple Alliance because it was against Germany.
1915. When it is left that one, before that itself Ottoman Turkey joined. Ottoman Turkey, Bulgaria and all joined. Okay, so when more countries are there, it is no more triple. That is why we changed the name Central Powers and Allied Powers.
Britain, France, Russia and their allies. So who were their allies, or can we just write their allies?
Alliance, that war tell it is not at all that way. It is turned into Allied Powers.
Britain, France and Russia and their allies were called allied powers. So do we need to know the names of their allies? Like over there,
No, not much. You have to write only Japan joined.
like Britain, France and Russia. But Russian Empire included territories for Britain, Polish, Ukrainian, Turkish and Mongolian.
No. You have to remember that main countries. Okay. So first it was known as Triple Alliance or Triple Alliance. Just to make sure that only we will move to the result. All that one. It is big countries. You want to watch video so that you can. Future first one is first one. Because the result it will be more confusing. Your brain it will not go. Not anything.
Not directly get the result. Now this का कुछ नहीं है.
Only results.
Everything in between is not there.
Huh?
Everything in between is not
No,
there.
no. First one. This one history is same thing. That means bibliography. You want to see? Bibliography. You don't know. This is
There's one group that you know.
Huh?
There was one more YouTuber who was in a content. It's good. It's a repeat one like it was. Anything is fine.
Huh?
Anything is fine.
But no, this person, no. Everything is with the clarity basis. Huh.